So Todd, just sum up your feelings on the match tonight against Cardiff.
Well, I got a number of excuses, but I think the reality of it is that Cardiff play a very similar system to us, but I think they work a lot harder, and B, certainly a lot more committed to it, and that's a good hockey club that we see tonight. At one point, they had us running around in our own zone, and we didn't look at dangerous offensively at all tonight.
It seemed like there was a lot of time spent defending rather than a lot of time being offensive. Does that really show how much you're missing Kyle Haynes and Matt Nickerson?
Well, I mean, you look at missing a core like Hainsey, Nicker, and Oj. That's three crucial guys in our lineup. Although I think some of our inexperienced guys, well, not inexperienced, they've been around the team for a while, but some of the guys who don't get a lot of ice time, we're relying on heavily tonight. And at times, I thought they played well, but at other times, I think we were giving the puck away, one for a crucial goal. At other times, it was like just giving them too much time in the puck in the corner, so the puck would go into the corner. We're not closing that gap. We're not being physical on these guys, so they were able to spin, take a look, and kind of shoot out for one timers at will on Regan, and it wasn't fair.
As you said, you lost Chris Auger tonight. Did you see exactly what happened?
Yeah, well, I know what happened. Their door was opened inadvertently. I mean, obviously it's not on purpose, but that just can't happen because now I'm faced with the prospect of losing my leading scorer for upwards of a month. I don't know. We'll have to see what the report comes back, but he's hurt and he's had to go away. So that just seems to be some of the misfortune that we're running into right now, but it's not letting up. I finally get myself up to 12 imports, and they just keep getting hurt. But that's a result of overplaying guys for sure.
There was a disallowed goal in the second period, I think it was. Was that a fair enough call? Did you see it?
I haven't seen it on the tape, but by all accounts, he was standing behind the goaltender on the goal line. So, I mean, he made his call, and that's it. That hurts us a bit. I mean, at 2-0, was it 2-0 at that point or 3? It was one of the two. But I mean, that gets us right back into that hockey game, and it's a completely different hockey game. Right before or after that, I'm not sure the timeline. We give one away at our blue line, get it back, give it away again, and they go in and score. And that really, although I think Cardiff were fully in command of that game, that really kind of took the life out of the hockey game.
After the win on Sunday night, it almost looked like there was the sort of green shoots of recovery. So this must be very frustrating tonight.
Well, it was. I mean, you look at the first two goals. I mean, that first one was a tip. He was wide open in the slot. So, I mean, that's another mistake on our half. The second one is a shot from the corner who bounces off one of our D-man's knee, hits Regan's foot and goes in. I mean, I think that's happening to this club right now. I know there's what's the cliche, you make your own luck, but right now we seem to be making our own bad luck. But that puck goes into the corner, and there's a lot more to it than that because no one closes on the guy. So he's allowed to spin, take a look, and just being opportunistic and throwing a puck on net, hits one of our guys and goes in the net. I mean, that seems the way it's going. But if we close and if we play properly like we should, that puck doesn't go in the net. It's like the puck's at the buzzer. If we play right to the buzzer, don't worry about the class and worry about closing on these guys. And we just seem to be, I'm repeating myself, but we're creating our own bad situations.
It's a 6-point weekend, so there's still another 4 points available. And although it's an away weekend, you're taking quite a large travelling support. So how do you go into Nottingham tomorrow night?
Well, I think we have to play smart. I'm going to have to jiggle a few of the lines tonight. I'm going to have a big ask out of some of our players who are going to log an incredible amount of ice over this weekend to 3, but that's the way hockey goes. And going to a building, they just spanked us last time here on home ice, so hopefully there's a pride factor when we go in there. But that's a good hockey club that we come up against. And then a team that just lost to Belfast tonight, Coventry. We're really fighting them for 9th place, and we haven't been successful really in the past against these guys. So 2 tough asks, and the guys are just going to have to find a way to win. The organization certainly won't give up on these guys. If we need personnel, we're going to look to bring personnel in to plug these holes. We're up to 12 and we're committed. We have to make sure it's the right 12. And these guys are they can't pack their tents in here either, because they're going to need to go out and just find ways and not get frustrated at bad bounces and make things happen for themselves.
And just finally, the return of Matt Nickerson tomorrow night must be a bonus.
Well, I think is a physical presence, but also as certainly as a hockey player. Matt and I talked about his suspension, and we got through it. I think I was awful hard on him, but that was, I think, from the pressure that I feel from this position. To lose him again for 4 games really hurt. But Matt, when he's on top of his game, is a fantastic hockey player, and we really need him back. And we get Matt back along with a Kyle Haynes when he's fresh. It gives our decor a whole different look. All of a sudden we're looking at Hainsey, Nicker, Miles, who's playing incredible for us right now, and Nico, who I think is doing a great job. I haven't really had much of a chance to talk about him, but I think quietly he's plugging along back there. So as a DF4, and then you look at Tommy and Horny, that's a good core with Wando, by the way, who I think is starting to do a pretty good job back there, and we're seeing some flashes, but we got a bigger picture to worry about, and that's winning hockey games right now.
And just finally, Christmas on Thursday. Do you have a Christmas message for the fans?
They can't send us a win right now, so no. It just the support's been great this year. I've known this building for a long time. I can sense the frustration. I can hear some of the cat calls, and believe me, it's a lonely position standing on the bench at watching these guys maybe not perform to our best. We will turn this around. In the meantime, enjoy your Christmas, have a happy New Year, stay safe, and hopefully in the next little while, next time I speak to you, we'll be all smiles all around.
Thanks, Todd.
Thank you.